Peace and abracadabra. This is Chakra Zulu again, giving another part of the dissertation that I'm calling the Ausar Chronicles, talking about how symbolically the black man has been castrated in America. I'm on a roll right now, so forgive me if I'm talking a little bit too fast. First, I talked about the history of Ausar. Then I talked about how the black man has been cut off in his role as a father. Now I'm going to talk about his role as a lover to the black woman. I discussed briefly about how he wasn't taught how to love his woman in a relationship to where they could function and be a strong unit. But also, what I want to talk about, and a lot of black women who are gonna get this, they're gonna look at it only one way. But hell, if the system works in your benefit, of course you're not gonna see nothing wrong with it. But the black man had no power over his own sexuality. That's another symbolic cutting off of the penis, if you will, because the black woman was allowed to be what's called a bed wench mammy, in which case, in order for her to get better treatment, better clothing, better food during slavery, the two things that she had to do was prostitute herself to the white man, and she had to undermine the black man. Okay, so while black women are sitting up here hollering about black men running after white women and shit like that, again, that's a trickle-down effect. That comes from generations, and that comes from the Akashic records. For those who are in tune with that, picking up these kind of signalings throughout the generations and throughout all of your incarnations of being here. This ain't your first time being here. Why the hell you think the French call it deja vu? There were black women, I love you, but the ones who aren't enlightened, you can't say shit about, all the black man this and the white woman this, because while black men were hanging from trees, dangling and shivering, hell, you had black women who were having outdoor orgies right where this black man was being hung at, letting all kind of white men, run trains on them and whatnot, just to save their own fucking skin. So I don't want to hear that shit, Again, I'm not talking to all black women. I'm talking to the enlightened black women who know better. But as far as the wretched black women who let themselves, who basically sold out and are reincarnating into this day, into this generation, you the same ratchet bed wench mammy who would be willing to hang a black man where he stood just to save your own fucking skin. I guess because you thought, oh, well, the black man was supposed to protected you from getting raped. Hell, if the black man couldn't protect you or couldn't help you from getting on that boat, why would you think that he would be able to rescue you here? He was just as much a victim. Both of you got on the boats. Both of you got hoodwinked and whatnot. Okay, so save that shit. And as far as black men running to marry white women, hell, the first interracial marriage in America was a black woman and a white man. Because white men run the fucking system. You think they were going to allow a black man to run with the white woman? Hell, in terms of the black man's sexuality, even with white women, hell, the white women, would threaten to holler rape if the black man didn't bow down and do what the white woman said on a sexual level. And I'm going to throw in something else. Hell, the reason why the white man is so on his head about black men and white women is because when they decided to outlaw marijuana in 1937, a large part of it was because they wanted to say, well, in 1929, they said, marijuana make darkies think they better than white folks. I don't know what to tell you on that. But then they wanted to say that it was a drug that made white women want to be with black men. That's why all those advertisements, those anti-marijuana campaigns, they were like, oh, your good girl's a good girl till she gets on the reefer. What happened was when they were doing all the testing to try to see the effects of marijuana, yeah, you probably had a bunch of white women on the majority who vocalized out loud to these white men that they wanted to choke on a black schlong. They wanted to get their backs blown out by a long black Peter and whatnot, and the white man wasn't having it, so they stamped it outlawed. These are the facts. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't believe it don't make it any less true. But that's what we're dealing with here. So I'm gonna end this dissertation and then continue on with the next one. But that's what it is.